In the vast and varied continent of Africa, there lies a nation pulsating with a unique and powerful rhythm of life, a rhythm that echoes through every blade of grass, every ancient tree, and every living creature that calls this land home. This is Nigeria, a land of extraordinary contrasts, where ancient ecosystems collide in a spectacular mosaic. Here the emerald canopies of rainforests stretch endlessly, their shadows concealing secrets older than memory, while the golden savannas roll out beneath a sky ablaze with sunlight, each day bringing a new chapter in the relentless drama of survival. It is a world often overlooked, yet within its borders lies a biodiversity that rivals the greatest natural wonders on Earth. From the tiniest insects weaving intricate patterns in the undergrowth to the towering giants of the animal kingdom, every life form here is a vital thread in a tapestry of astonishing complexity. Here, in the very heart of West Africa, nature has sculpted landscapes of staggering beauty and diversity. The southern rainforests, thick with ancient trees and tangled vines, pulse with the calls of hidden creatures, while the northern savannas stretch to the horizon, dotted with acacia trees and the silhouettes of grazing herds. This is not a gentle world, it is a realm forged in the crucible of adaptation. Each sunrise ignites a symphony of life, birds erupting into song, predators stirring from their lairs, and herds setting out across dew-soaked grasslands. Every sunset in turn brings a hush, as shadows lengthen and the wilderness braces for the challenges of the night. To truly understand this place, one must listen beyond the cacophony of its bustling cities and venture into its untamed heartlands, where the pulse of the wild beats strongest and the ancient laws of nature still reign supreme. Here the air itself is thick and alive, saturated with the scent of damp earth, the sweetness of wild blossoms, and the ever-present promise of rain. Every breath draws in the essence of a world untouched by time. The silence here is never truly silent. It is a living, breathing entity, broken by the ceaseless buzz of insects, the haunting calls of birds hidden in the canopy, or the sudden, electrifying rustle in the undergrowth that signals a predator on the prowl. Even the wind seems to carry stories, whispering through the grass and trees. We are invited not merely as observers, but as witnesses to the raw, unfiltered story of life itself. A story unfolding in real time, written in the language of instinct, struggle, and survival. This story is etched not in words, but in the tracks pressed into the dust, the scars borne by old warriors, and the unwavering drive of a parent defending its young. Every mark tells of battles fought, journeys undertaken, and the relentless will to endure. This journey takes us deep into the core of nature's most fundamental principles, where every creature, no matter how small or mighty, is bound by the same rules of survival and adaptation. We will see how power and precision are wielded by the great hunters, their every movement honed by generations of instinct and experience, as they stalk, chase, and outwit their prey in a contest as old as time itself. We will witness how cunning and cooperation become the shields of the hunted, herds banding together, sentinels standing guard, and the vulnerable relying on the strength of the group to outmaneuver danger. And we will see how every creature, from the mightiest elephant to the smallest viper, from the industrious beetle to the elusive chameleon, plays a crucial role in a complex, interconnected web of life, each one a vital participant in the grand design of the wild. The daily struggles here are not acts of cruelty, but essential components of a finely balanced system, one that has been shaped and perfected over countless millennia, where every victory and every loss has meaning. It is a world where strength is tested, intelligence is rewarded, and the instinct to survive is the most powerful force of all, shaping destinies beneath the vast, ever-changing equatorial sky. Join me then as we peel back the layers of this ecological powerhouse, venturing deeper into the wild than ever before, guided by curiosity and respect for the mysteries that await. We will explore the hidden lives of its most iconic inhabitants, from the regal lions that command the open plains with their silent authority, to the elusive leopards that move like shadows through the forest, their every step a masterclass in patience and stealth. We will witness remarkable displays of animal intelligence, tools fashioned from sticks and stones, lessons passed from one generation to the next, and the fierce, unwavering devotion of a parent to its offspring. And we will see the unyielding courage that defines the spirit of the wild, creatures standing their ground in the face of danger, defending their kin, and never surrendering to the odds. This is a voyage into Nigeria's wilderness, a world of breathtaking beauty and relentless survival battles, a world that commands our respect and urgently calls for our protection, lest its wonders be lost forever. Let us begin our exploration into this remarkable and untamed corner of our planet, where every moment is a testament to the enduring power and majesty of the wild heart of West Africa. Nigeria stands as a beacon of biodiversity in Africa, its natural wealth rooted in a breathtaking array of ecosystems. From the dense emerald rainforests of the south, through the golden Savannahs of the centre, to the shimmering wetlands of the northeast, each region forms a unique stage where the drama of survival unfolds in remarkable ways. In the far south, the tropical rainforests, most notably those protected within Cross River National Park, are among the oldest and most biologically rich forests in Africa. These rainforests are a living relic, remnants of a once vast jungle that stretched across the continent thousands of years ago. The canopy, formed by towering trees such as mahogany, iroko and obeche, rises over 40 meters high, filtering sunlight into a mosaic of shifting shadows and golden beams. This perpetual twilight creates a cool, moist microclimate on the forest floor, where ferns, fungi and saplings compete for every drop of light. The air is thick with humidity, nurturing a profusion of epiphytes, mosses and lianas that drape every surface. Here, the constant cycle of decay and renewal fuels a web of life, from the tiniest insects to the largest mammals. This shadowy world is home to some of Africa's rarest and most elusive animals. The critically endangered cross-river gorilla, the world's rarest great ape, lives in small, secretive groups, communicating with chest beats and subtle gestures. Forest elephants, smaller and more secretive than their savanna cousins, navigate the tangled undergrowth, shaping the forest by dispersing seeds and creating clearings as they move. As we journey north, the dense forests gradually give way to a new world. The trees thin, the undergrowth recedes, and the land opens into the vast sunlit expanses of the savannah. The Nigerian savannah is a landscape of rolling grasslands dotted with resilient trees like acacias and baobabs. These trees are adapted to survive fire, drought, and the relentless grazing of herbivores, their deep roots tapping into hidden water reserves. In places like Yankari National Park, the savannah stretches to the horizon, a patchwork of grass and woodland. Here, the acacia's umbrella-shaped canopy provides shade for countless animals, while its thorns deter all but the most determined browsers. Immense herds of antelope, buffalo and hartebeest roam these plains, their migrations following the rains in search of fresh grazing. Predators such as lions, leopards and hyenas shadow the herds, each employing unique hunting strategies. Lions rely on teamwork and stealth, while cheetahs depend on explosive speed. The savannah's climate is defined by extremes. During the dry season, the heat is intense, shimmering above the golden grasses. Fires, both natural and man-made, sweep across the land, clearing old growth and triggering the germination of fire-adapted plants. Life here is a constant contest of speed and endurance. Prey animals like gazelles and kob rely on agility and vigilance, while predators must be cunning and patient, often stalking for hours before launching a chase. In the northeast, the landscape transforms once more into the sprawling Hadijia Nguru wetlands, one of Africa's most important inland wetland systems. These wetlands are a dynamic mosaic of rivers, floodplains and marshes, their boundaries shifting with the seasonal floods. Fed by the Hadijia and Jamaare rivers, the wetlands expand dramatically during the rainy season, creating a vast oasis in an otherwise arid region. The annual floods replenish the soil, support fisheries, and sustain both wildlife and local communities. The wetlands are a magnet for life, attracting over 370 species of birds, including pelicans, storks, and rare species like the African skimmer. During the dry season, they become a refuge for animals from miles around, concentrating life in a vibrant spectacle. Flocks of flamingos gather in the shallows, their pink plumage reflecting in the water as they filter feed on algae and crustaceans. Egrets and herons stalk the margins, using their keen eyesight and lightning-fast strikes to catch fish and amphibians. These wetlands are a vital link in the global chain of bird migration, serving as a stopover for species travelling between Europe, Asia and Africa. Some birds journey thousands of kilometres, relying on the rich resources of the wetlands to rest and refuel. Beneath the surface, crocodiles lurk, perfectly camouflaged among the reeds and muddy waters. These ancient reptiles are apex predators, ambushing fish, birds and even unwary mammals that come to drink. Together, Nigeria's rainforests, savannas and wetlands form a living mosaic, each ecosystem supporting a unique community of plants and animals. The interplay between these habitats creates corridors for migration, genetic exchange and adaptation. Every ecosystem presents its own challenges. In the rainforest, animals must master the art of camouflage and stealth. In the savannah, survival depends on speed, cooperation, and the ability to withstand drought. In the wetlands, creatures must adapt to a world that changes with the seasons, from flood to drought and back again. The ingenuity of Nigeria's wildlife is astonishing. Chimpanzees in the forests use sticks to extract termites and crack nuts, demonstrating remarkable intelligence. On the savannah, lions coordinate their hunts with silent signals and strategic positioning, while in the wetlands, fish-eating birds time their nesting to coincide with the arrival of the floods. This triad of ecosystems, rainforest, savanna and wetlands, forms the foundation of Nigeria's natural heritage. It is here that the great stories of adaptation, competition and survival are written, making Nigeria one of the most extraordinary and ecologically significant corners of the natural world. On the vast, sun-drenched plains of the Nigerian savannah, a world unfolds where every creature is bound by a single, unyielding law: survival. Here the golden grasses stretch to the horizon, concealing both predator and prey, and every dawn brings a new chapter in the ancient struggle for life. There is one sound that rises above all others, a deep, guttural roar that travels for miles, sending a ripple of tension through the land. It is a proclamation of power, a warning and a challenge all at once. This is the voice of the lion, the undisputed king of this domain. His presence is both a promise and a threat, a living embodiment of the savannah's harsh code. But this reign is not maintained through majesty alone. It is secured through relentless effort, strategic brilliance, and the unbreakable bonds of the pride. Each member plays a role, each action a thread in the tapestry of survival. For the lions, every hunt is a high-stakes endeavour. The savannah offers no guarantees. Each attempt is a calculated gamble, where the prize is survival, and the cost of failure is hunger, even death. Their very existence is a testament to the power of cooperation. The pride is a living lesson in unity, where strength is found not in the individual, but in the collective. Every sunrise brings new opportunities and new dangers. As the heat of the day fades, the pride stirs. Muscles stretch, jaws yawn wide, and eyes sharpen in the cooling air. The savannah is a place of constant vigilance, every sense attuned to the shifting balance between hunter and hunted. Hunger is the driving force, a relentless motivator that shapes every decision, every movement. In this world, the line between feast and famine is razor thin. Their target is a herd of wildebeests, powerful, wary creatures always on the lookout for danger. The herd's survival depends on unity, vigilance, and the ability to sense the faintest hint of threat. The hunt begins not with a roar, but with an almost imperceptible silence. Every muscle tenses, every breath is measured. The savannah holds its breath, waiting for the first move. The lions fan out, their tawny coats blending seamlessly with the dry grass. Camouflage is their first weapon, patience their second. They move with a low, patient crawl, using every dip and rise in the land to their advantage. Their eyes never leave the herd, calculating distance, wind, and the shifting patterns of their prey. Each lion seems to know his role without a single sound passing between them, a silent choreography honed by generations of instinct and experience. This is the art of the hunt, where timing and teamwork are everything. The signal for the attack is a sudden explosive burst of speed. In an instant, the savannah erupts into chaos. One lion charges into the herd, not to kill but to create chaos, to scatter the wildebeest, to break their unity, and to expose a moment of weakness. As the wildebeest thunder away in a cloud of dust, another lion, lying in ambush, explodes from his cover. Timing is everything. One mistake, and the opportunity is lost. He targets a lagging individual, a life-or-death calculation made in a split second. The savannah is unforgiving. Only the strong, the swift, and the clever survive. With immense power, the lion leaps onto the wildebeest's back, claws digging in for purchase, jaws seeking the throat. The struggle is fierce, a contest of strength, will, and desperation. The battle is brutal, raw, and unforgiving. In these moments, the law of the savannah is written in dust and blood. It is a display of nature's law, where every victory is hard won and every defeat can mean the end. Once the prey is brought down, the rest of the pride converges. The kill is both a reward and a lesson, reinforcing the bonds that hold the group together. The powerful male arrives to claim his share, his presence ensuring order amidst the frenzy. The younger lions watch and learn, absorbing the lessons of the hunt and the hierarchy that governs their world. Even a seemingly simple hunt, such as that of a wild boar, demands the same level of coordination and cunning. The savannah offers no easy meals. A single lion will flush the boar from its cover, sending the group scattering in panic. In the confusion, another hunter isolates and captures a younger, more vulnerable piglet, a strategy repeated across the savannah by countless predators. Every meal is earned through a combination of patience, teamwork, and explosive power. The law of the savannah is unrelenting. Only those who adapt, cooperate, and persevere will see another day beneath the harsh African sun. Here, survival is not a right, but a privilege, granted only to those who master the ever-shifting balance between predator and prey. If the lion is the embodiment of raw power and social cooperation, then the leopard is the master of silence, stealth, and solitary genius. This is Africa's most mysterious and elusive predator, a creature that moves through the world like a ghost, its spotted coat a masterpiece of camouflage that allows it to melt into the dappled light of the forest or the rocky outcrops of the savannah. Unlike the lion, the leopard relies not on the strength of a group, but on its own patience, intelligence, and breathtaking precision. Its survival is a testament to self-reliance, a lonely vigil kept in the shadows, where every movement is calculated and every opportunity is seized with lethal efficiency. The leopard's hunt is a masterclass in stalking. It can spend hours inching its way towards its quarry, its body held so low to the ground that it seems to flow over the terrain rather than walk upon it. We might observe one in the misty morning light, its gaze fixed upon a herd of gazelles grazing peacefully, completely unaware of the approaching danger. The leopard does not rush. It waits for the perfect moment, perhaps when a young gazelle wanders just a few feet too far from the safety of the herd. Then, in a blur of spotted gold and muscle, it launches its attack, a short, explosive burst of speed culminating in a single, fatal bite to the neck. But securing the kill is only half the battle. In a land filled with powerful scavengers like hyenas, a leopard must protect its meal jealously. Its incredible strength allows it to perform one of the most iconic feats in the animal kingdom: hoisting a carcass, sometimes heavier than itself, high into the branches of a tree. This treetop larder keeps the food safe from ground-dwelling thieves and allows the leopard to feed at its leisure. It is this combination of lethal hunting skill and foresight that enables this solitary cat to thrive in a world of intense competition, a silent hunter who outwits its rivals through sheer ingenuity. The leopard's intelligence is also on display when facing more challenging prey. A family of wild boars with their formidable tusks and protective instincts presents a significant danger. A wise leopard will not risk a direct confrontation. Instead, it will observe from a distance, waiting for a moment of distraction. It might wait for a fight to break out between two adult boars, a moment of internal conflict that causes the family's defensive formation to break. In that instant of chaos, a piglet might flee in panic, and that is the moment the leopard strikes. It is a hunt won not by brute force, but by a deep understanding of animal behavior and a patient, strategic mind. Water sources are vital for survival, and the leopard approaches them with caution, aware that predators and prey alike gather here. Marking its territory is another crucial aspect of the leopard's life. By leaving scent marks, it communicates its presence to other leopards, reducing the risk of confrontations. Despite its solitary nature, the leopard also takes time to rest and groom, maintaining its sleek coat and conserving energy for the next hunt. The leopard's role in the ecosystem extends to nurturing the next generation. Leopard cubs learn essential survival skills through play and observation, guided by their mother's watchful eye. These young leopards practice stalking and pouncing, honing the skills they will need to become successful hunters in their own right. The leopard's adaptability is key to its survival. Whether navigating dense forests or rocky terrains, it moves with unparalleled grace and agility. From high vantage points, the leopard scans its surroundings, ever vigilant and ready to seize any opportunity that presents itself. In the quiet moments, resting on a tree branch, the leopard surveys its domain, a solitary ruler of its secretive world. As the sun sets, the leopard continues its eternal vigil, a symbol of the wild's enduring mystery and beauty. In the heart of Nigeria's wild landscapes, survival is a daily test, one that demands not only strength and cunning, but also remarkable adaptation to ever-changing challenges. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, is shaped by the relentless need to endure and thrive. Consider the chameleon, a master of disguise. Its skin shifts colour to match the leaves and branches, allowing it to vanish from the eyes of predators and prey alike. The agama lizard, meanwhile, uses bursts of speed and a keen sense of heat to avoid danger and claim territory. The pangolin, covered in tough, overlapping scales, has evolved a unique defense. When threatened, it curls into an impenetrable ball, thwarting even the most determined attackers. Its long, sticky tongue is perfectly adapted for extracting ants and termites from deep within their nests, turning a simple meal into a feat of specialized skill. In the open savanna, African wild dogs rely on teamwork and communication. Each member of the pack has a role, and their coordinated hunts are a lesson in strategy and cooperation. Their high-pitched calls and expressive body language keep the group united, even in the chaos of the chase. The Nile crocodile, a patient ambush predator, spends hours motionless beneath the water's surface. Its eyes and nostrils sit atop its head, allowing it to breathe and watch for prey while remaining nearly invisible. When the moment is right, it explodes from the water with astonishing speed, seizing its target in powerful jaws. Baboons, ever wary of danger, post sentries while the troop forages. These lookouts sound the alarm at the first sign of a predator, giving the group precious seconds to escape. Their social bonds and complex communication are vital tools for survival in a world full of threats. Even the towering giraffe faces unique challenges. To drink, it must splay its legs and lower its long neck, a vulnerable position that leaves it open to attack. Vigilance and the ability to spot danger from afar are its best defences, and a single warning from one giraffe can send an entire herd galloping to safety. Beneath the surface, termites construct vast, intricate mounds that regulate temperature and humidity. These architectural marvels protect the colony from the harsh sun and torrential rains, while complex tunnels and chambers provide safety from predators. The honey badger, renowned for its fearlessness, digs tirelessly for food and faces venomous snakes with little hesitation. Its thick skin and remarkable pain tolerance allow it to survive encounters that would be fatal to most other animals. The African rock python, a silent hunter, waits patiently in ambush. When prey draws near, it strikes with lightning speed, coiling its muscular body around its victim and suffocating it before swallowing it whole. Red River hogs and warthogs use their snouts and tusks to dig for roots and tubers, while warthogs cleverly back into burrows to defend themselves, presenting their formidable tusks to any would-be attacker. The leopard, a solitary and elusive predator, relies on stealth and agility. Its spotted coat breaks up its outline in the dappled light, making it nearly invisible as it stalks through the grass. When it makes a kill, it often drags its prize high into the trees, safe from scavengers below. Spotted hyenas, often misunderstood, are both skilled hunters and opportunistic scavengers. Their powerful jaws can crush bone, and their complex social structure allows them to outcompete larger predators for food. Their eerie calls echo across the plains, signalling both cooperation and rivalry. African buffaloes, when threatened, form a defensive circle with their horns facing outward, protecting the vulnerable members of the herd. This collective defense is a powerful deterrent against even the most determined predators. As dusk falls, the wilderness transforms. Nocturnal hunters emerge, and every animal must adapt to the darkness. Keen senses, night vision, acute hearing, and a heightened sense of smell become the difference between life and death. The African civet prowls the shadows, using its sensitive nose to locate food, while the bush baby leaps acrobatically between branches, its enormous eyes gathering every trace of moonlight. Every track in the mud tells a story of survival, of a hunt, a narrow escape, or a journey to water. The ability to read these signs is a lesson passed down through generations, a silent language of the wild. Elephants, the giants of the land, teach their young to find water, use their trunks, and navigate the dangers of the bush. Their memory and intelligence are legendary, helping them survive droughts and find hidden resources. The African fish eagle, with its piercing cry, demonstrates precision and patience as it hunts. Its powerful talons snatch fish from the water's surface, a skill honed by countless attempts and failures. Across Nigeria's wild places, every animal is both student and teacher, learning from the land and from each other. The lessons of survival are written in every adaptation, every challenge overcome, and every unique story that unfolds beneath the vast African sky. As the sun rises once more, the cycle of life continues, each creature armed with the knowledge and instincts that have carried its kind through countless generations. In this wild and demanding land, survival is not just a struggle, but a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of nature itself. Among the many intelligent creatures that inhabit the Nigerian savannah, the baboon stands out for its complex social structure and its problem-solving abilities. But the savannah is also home to other remarkable animals, whose intelligence and courage shape their survival. Baboons living in large, highly organized troops navigate their world with a combination of cunning strategy and collective strength. Their society is a hierarchy, often led by a powerful and experienced male who has earned his position through wisdom and battle. We can witness their intelligence in a daring raid on a bee's nest, a high-risk, high-reward venture for the sweet, energy-rich honey hidden within. The leader will endure dozens of painful stings to secure the prize, a display of toughness that reinforces his dominance over the troop. Similarly, elephants demonstrate extraordinary intelligence and courage. In times of drought, a wise elephant will remember the location of hidden waterholes, leading the herd across vast distances and even digging into dry riverbeds to uncover life-saving water. But it is when faced with mortal danger that the true character of the baboon troop is revealed. In the tall grasses, a silent threat emerges. Meanwhile, African wild dogs, renowned for their teamwork, show courage in the face of adversity. When a hunt fails, they regroup, comfort one another, and adapt their strategy for the next attempt, never giving in to despair. A coalition of 3 cheetahs, the fastest hunters on land, begins to stalk the group. For most prey animals, the appearance of such formidable predators would trigger blind panic and a desperate, scattered flight. But this is not the baboon's way. The troop, numbering over 30 strong, does not run. Instead, they turn to face the danger. In another corner of the savannah, wild dogs have been seen encircling and defending their hard-won meal from much larger hyenas, using coordinated tactics and sheer audacity. The baboons form a unified front of defiance. The old, scarred leader, a veteran of countless battles, steps forward. Elephants, too, display this courage. When threatened by lions, the herd forms a protective circle around their calves, trumpeting and charging as one to drive the predators away. The baboon leader's posture radiates authority and courage. What happens next is truly astonishing. The lead baboon lets out a deafening roaring bark, a direct challenge to the predators. In the wild dog world, the alpha will lead the charge against rival packs, rallying the group with a chorus of yips and barks, their unity and resolve on full display. The baboon doesn't back down, he charges forward. Inspired by his incredible bravery, 3 other large males join him, their powerful canine teeth bared, screaming in unison as they rush towards the cheetahs. Elephants, too, will sometimes charge at predators, using their massive size and thunderous trumpeting to intimidate and drive off threats. The baboons are deliberately making themselves appear larger, louder, and more ferocious than they are, turning the hunter-prey dynamic on its head. Wild dogs, when threatened by a lone hyena, will mob the intruder, their numbers and synchronized aggression overwhelming even the most determined foe. Using intimidation and collective courage as their primary weapon against the predator's superior speed and killing prowess, the baboons force the cheetahs to reconsider. The cheetahs, confronted with this unexpected and aggressive display, are visibly confused and intimidated. They are built for chasing down fleeing prey, not for a head-on confrontation with a unified screaming mob of defiant baboons. Their instinct for self-preservation kicks in. The cheetahs wisely decide to abandon the hunt, melting back into the tall grass from which they came. The baboons have won. Through their unity, their courage, and the bold leadership of their alpha male, they have repelled a deadly threat without a single casualty. Elsewhere, wild dogs celebrate a successful hunt with exuberant greetings, their social bonds strengthened by shared triumph. These remarkable encounters demonstrate that in the wilds of Nigeria, survival is not always about being the strongest or the fastest, but sometimes about being the bravest, the smartest, and the most united. Beneath the towering trees and above the open plains, the Nigerian wilderness is alive with stories of survival that unfold in miniature and in flight. While the great dramas of lions and leopards often capture our attention, the true pulse of this land beats in the undergrowth and the skies, where insects and birds wage their own daily battles for existence. On the forest floor, armies of leafcutter ants march in tireless procession, each carrying a piece of leaf many times its own weight. These industrious insects are not just foragers, they are farmers, cultivating underground fungus gardens with the leaves they collect. Their society is a marvel of cooperation, with each ant playing a specialized role, from soldier to nurse to gardener. Nearby, driver ants sweep across the ground in relentless columns, overwhelming any creature too slow to escape. Their raids are legendary, and even the largest animals give way to their advance. The soldiers, with their massive jaws, stand guard at the edges, ready to defend the colony at all costs. Termites, the architects of the Savannah, build towering mounds that rise above the grasses. Inside, a labyrinth of tunnels maintains perfect humidity and temperature, sheltering millions when the rains come. Winged termites, alates, emerge in their thousands, taking to the skies in a fleeting, perilous search for new colonies. In the early morning, orb-weaver spiders spin intricate webs, engineering marvels designed to snare the unwary. Each strand is a trap, invisible in the low light, and as the sun rises, the webs glisten with dew, revealing the night's catch, flies, moths and beetles, all ensnared by the patient hunter. Camouflaged among the leaves, the praying mantis waits in perfect stillness. Its triangular head swivels, tracking the slightest movement. When a grasshopper strays too close, the mantis strikes with blinding speed, its spiked forelegs snapping shut in a deadly embrace. Beetles, armoured and resilient, burrow into decaying wood, recycling nutrients back into the soil. Some species, like the jewel beetle, dazzle with iridescent colours, a warning to predators of their bitter taste or toxic defences. In the wetlands, dragonflies begin life as aquatic nymphs, fierce predators in miniature. When they emerge, they transform into agile flyers, their four wings beating independently. In the air, they hunt with unmatched precision, snatching mosquitoes and gnats in mid-flight. Among the blossoms, sunbirds hover and dart, their slender beaks perfectly adapted to sip nectar from deep within flowers. Their shimmering feathers flash in the sunlight, a signal to rivals and a lure for mates. In the trees, weaver birds are master builders, weaving elaborate nests from grass and reeds. Their colonies are bustling cities in miniature, each nest a fortress against snakes and other predators. The construction is a test of skill and endurance, with only the strongest and most persistent succeeding. Swallows fill the skies above rivers and lakes, their acrobatic flights a blur as they snatch insects from the air. Their mud nests cling to cliffs and buildings, safe havens for their hungry chicks. Higher still, birds of prey command the air. A kestrel hovers motionless, eyes locked on the ground, searching for the slightest movement. The osprey, often called the sea eagle, soars above the rivers and coasts. With a sudden plunge it dives, talons extended, to snatch a fish from the water's surface. Its vision is unmatched, able to spot the glint of scales from high above. With specialized talons it grips its slippery prize, carrying it back to a perch to feed. Over the grasslands eagles ride the rising thermals, scanning for movement below. Their presence casts a shadow of fear, sending rodents and small birds diving for cover. With a sudden burst of speed, the eagle dives, talons outstretched, to seize its prey in a powerful grip. The prize is carried back to a high, rocky ledge where eaglets wait eagerly. Each successful hunt ensures the next generation will one day take to the skies. As day turns to dusk, the forest canopy comes alive with the chorus of cicadas and the flutter of moths. Each insect, each bird plays a vital role in the intricate web of life, their struggles and triumphs woven into the fabric of the Nigerian wild. When night falls, fireflies blink in the shadows, signaling to one another in silent code, while bats take to the air, hunting the night's insects with echolocation. Even in darkness, the struggle continues. Antlion larvae lie in wait at the bottom of sandy pits, ready to snare any insect that slips inside. Moths, drawn to the faintest light, must evade a host of nocturnal predators. From the first light of dawn to the deep hush of night, the undergrowth and the skies of Nigeria are alive with drama, ingenuity, and the relentless drive to survive. Here every creature, no matter how small or fleeting, plays a part in the grand story of life. In the boundless savannahs of Nigeria, the pulse of life beats with a force both ancient and relentless. Here the land is shaped not only by the elements, but by the ceaseless movement of the great herds, living rivers of muscle and instinct that surge across the plains. Wildebeest, zebra and antelope gather in numbers so vast they seem to blur the horizon, their hooves drumming a thunderous rhythm that echoes through the grasslands. Each migration is a saga of endurance, a journey driven by the promise of fresh grazing and the ever-present need for water. The spectacle of thousands moving as one is a testament to the power of unity, yet beneath this unity lies a world of rivalry and ambition. Every herd is a tapestry of shifting alliances, silent challenges, and unspoken rules. The nomadic rhythm of these animals shapes the destiny of all who dwell here. But within the herd, peace is fleeting. Social order is forged and tested in the fires of competition, where dominance is both a prize and a burden. Among the zebras, the struggle for supremacy is fierce. Status is not given. It is seized in contests of strength and will. These battles, though often brief, are pivotal moments that decide the future of the herd. In the shimmering heat, black and white stripes ripple like a mirage. Two young stallions, brimming with energy and ambition, circle each other, each determined to carve his place in the hierarchy. What begins as a playful exchange quickly transforms into a dramatic clash. They rear up, hooves slicing the air, muscles tensed for the decisive blow. Teeth flash, and powerful hooves strike with bone-shattering force. The air is filled with the sound of their struggle. A raw, primal music that speaks of survival and ambition. Whinnies of defiance and pain ring out, each combatant pushing himself to the limit. This is more than a fight. It is a test of spirit, a battle that will shape the herd's future. The victor claims not only dominance, but the right to lead, to protect, and to ensure his legacy endures. The defeated, battered and weary must accept his place, at least for now. One stallion, spent and overpowered, lowers his head in submission, retreating from the contest. The herd, which had watched from a respectful distance, senses the shift in power. The triumphant stallion stands tall, his breath heavy, his gaze commanding. For a moment he is the embodiment of strength and authority. The herd's hierarchy is reaffirmed, order restored. Each member knows his place, and the delicate balance of power is maintained until the next challenge arises. As calm returns, the zebras resume their grazing, the memory of conflict fading into the rhythm of daily life. Yet beneath the surface, the drive for dominance never truly disappears. These ritual combats, though perilous, are vital. They ensure that only the strongest and most resilient pass on their legacy, forging a lineage built on endurance and might. It is nature's way of refining the herd, a relentless process that strengthens each generation and prepares them for the challenges ahead. Across the savannah, the dance of life and death plays out in countless forms. Every day is a contest between predator and prey, between rivals, between the forces of nature and the will to survive. The elephants, wise and powerful, move with a quiet authority. Their bonds are deep, their memories long, and their presence shapes the very landscape. At the water's edge, a different tension reigns. Crocodiles lie in wait, their patience as deadly as their jaws. Every approach to drink is a gamble, a moment where fate hangs in the balance. The herds drink warily, ever alert to the danger beneath the surface. In these moments the wilderness reveals its harshest truths. Only the vigilant endure. From the mightiest elephant to the boldest zebra, every creature is woven into this grand tapestry. Their stories are written in dust and blood, in fleeting victories and narrow escapes. In the wild heart of Nigeria, the rhythms of life, death and dominance never cease. Each day is a new chapter in the epic struggle for survival, a testament to the unbreakable spirit of the wilderness. As our journey through Nigeria's wild heart draws to a close, we are left with a profound sense of awe and a deep respect for the resilience of life in this remarkable land. Yet as we look to the future, the fate of Nigeria's wilderness hangs in the balance, shaped by the choices we make today and the actions we take tomorrow. Nigeria's wild spaces are home to some of Africa's most iconic creatures. The raw power of a lion pride, the silent intelligence of a solitary leopard, and the audacious courage of a baboon troop are just a few examples of the extraordinary wildlife that call these lands home. Each animal, from the stealthy leopard to the mighty elephant, plays a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of these ecosystems. Their presence is a testament to millions of years of evolution and adaptation. The baboon troop, for example, demonstrates the importance of social bonds and cooperation in the wild. Their interactions are not only fascinating to observe, but also crucial for the survival of their group. These animals, and countless others, are part of a living, breathing heritage, a natural treasure of immense importance not just for Nigeria, but for the entire world. The stories of survival we have witnessed are chapters in a book that is millions of years old. The humid air of the rainforest, the heat of the savannah, and the chorus of the jungle at dusk are sensory experiences that connect us to a world that is both primal and pure. The daily struggle for survival, so brutal and yet so necessary, reminds us of the fundamental forces that shape our planet. The mother leopard's fierce protection of her cub and the eagle's tireless dedication to its young speak to a universal instinct of love and sacrifice. These dramas are not distant or unrelatable. They are reflections of the very essence of life itself, a cycle of struggle, renewal and continuity that deserves our utmost admiration. But this precious world is fragile. The pressures of a growing human population, deforestation, poaching and climate change cast a long and ominous shadow over these ancient ecosystems. The habitats that support such incredible biodiversity are shrinking at an alarming rate. Forests are cleared for agriculture and development, while illegal hunting threatens the survival of many species. The magnificent animals we have observed face an uncertain future. The roar of the lion, the silhouette of the elephant against the sunset, and the flash of a leopard in the shadows are not guaranteed to last forever. Their survival now depends not only on their own strength and cunning, but on our wisdom, our foresight, and our will to act. Conservation efforts across Nigeria are rising to meet these challenges. National parks and reserves, such as Yankari, Cross River and Gashaka Gumti, are at the forefront of protecting these vital habitats. Rangers and conservationists patrol these lands, working tirelessly to prevent poaching and illegal logging. Their dedication is a beacon of hope for the future of Nigeria's wilderness. These protected areas are not merely sanctuaries for wildlife. They are living laboratories where scientists study the intricate relationships between species and their environments. Research here helps us understand how to restore degraded habitats and reintroduce endangered species. Community involvement is also crucial. Local people are increasingly engaged in conservation, recognizing that their own futures are intertwined with the health of the land. Sustainable livelihoods, such as ecotourism and responsible agriculture, offer alternatives to activities that harm the environment. Education and outreach programs are teaching the next generation about the value of biodiversity and the importance of stewardship. By fostering a sense of pride and responsibility, these efforts help ensure that Nigeria's wild places will endure. Preserving biodiversity is not just about saving individual species, it is about maintaining the health of entire ecosystems, which provide clean air, fresh water, and fertile soil. These natural services are essential for human well-being and for the stability of our climate. Innovative projects are underway across Nigeria. Scientists are restoring wetlands, replanting forests, and tracking animal movements with advanced technology. Anti-poaching units are using drones and camera traps to monitor wildlife and catch illegal activity before it can do harm. Ecotourism initiatives are providing new sources of income for local communities, while also raising awareness about the importance of conservation. Visitors from around the world come to witness Nigeria's natural wonders, supporting efforts to protect them. The future of Nigeria's wilderness depends on a shared commitment by governments, scientists, local communities, and all who care about the natural world. Policies that protect habitats, enforce anti-poaching laws, and promote sustainable development are essential. If we act with determination and vision, the wild heart of Nigeria can continue to beat strong for generations to come. The fight for survival is no longer just the animals' struggle, it is ours as well. By preserving Nigeria's wilderness, we are safeguarding a vital part of our planet's soul and ensuring that the wonders of this land will inspire and sustain future generations. The story of Nigeria's wild places is still being written. With courage, wisdom and unity, we can ensure it is a story of hope, renewal and enduring life. Beneath the dense canopy and across the vast savannah, Nigeria's wild heart is threaded by ancient rivers and winding waterways, lifelines that have shaped the land for millennia. These hidden rivers, often concealed beneath thick vegetation or meandering through remote wetlands, are more than just channels of water. They are dynamic ecosystems, pulsing with life and sustaining a remarkable diversity of creatures. In the cool shadows beneath towering trees, the rivers carve out secret worlds. Crocodiles glide silently through the shallows, their eyes just above the surface, ever watchful. Hippos lounge in the deeper pools, their massive forms nearly invisible beneath the ripples. Along muddy banks, elusive otters hunt and play, while fish of every colour dart between tangled roots and submerged logs. These waterways are vital corridors for wildlife, connecting distant habitats and enabling the migration of countless species. During the dry season, when the land grows parched and unforgiving, the rivers become a sanctuary, drawing herds of antelope, families of elephants, and flocks of birds to their life-giving shores. The forest's secretive denizens, from forest buffalo to rare amphibians, depend on these hidden streams for survival. The rivers also shape the very landscape itself. Their patient flow carves out valleys, nourishes floodplains, and deposits rich sediments that fuel the growth of lush forests and fertile grasslands. In the wetlands, a symphony of frogs and insects signals the health of these vibrant habitats. Kingfishers and herons perch above the water, poised to strike at unsuspecting prey, while the echo of distant thunder hints at rains that will swell the rivers once more. Yet, like all of Nigeria's wild places, these waterways face mounting threats. Pollution, overuse and habitat encroachment challenge their delicate balance. But as long as these secret rivers continue to flow, they will remain the veins of the wilderness, sustaining life, shaping the land, and holding countless stories within their depths. In the silent dawn, as mist rises from the water and the world awakens to a new day, Nigeria's hidden rivers remind us, where there is water, there is life, and where there is life, there is hope. As the sun dips below the horizon and the last golden rays fade, a transformation sweeps across Nigeria's wild landscapes. The world of daylight retreats, and a new shadowy kingdom stirs to life. Night in the wilderness is not a time of silence, but a symphony of secret movements and hushed calls, a hidden realm where survival depends on stealth and senses sharpened by darkness. In the dense forests, the haunting calls of bush babies echo through the trees as they leap effortlessly from branch to branch, their wide eyes reflecting any stray moonlight. Deep in the undergrowth, civets and jennets begin their nightly patrols, slipping through the shadows in search of unsuspecting prey. The air is alive with the flutter of bats weaving through the canopy, hunting insects in mid-flight with astonishing precision. Across the savannah, the darkness is broken by the piercing calls of hyenas and the low growls of lions setting out on their nightly hunts. Their senses, keen hearing, sharp sight, and a powerful sense of smell, give them the edge in the blackness. Meanwhile, smaller hunters like the African wildcat move silently among the grasses, stalking rodents and birds that have let down their guard. In the wetlands and along the riverbanks, crocodiles lurk just below the surface, waiting for the cover of night to ambush thirsty animals. Frogs and insects fill the air with a chorus of croaks and chirps, their songs a testament to the vibrant life that flourishes after dark. Even the skies are alive at night. Owls, masters of silent flight, swoop down on their prey with barely a whisper, relying on acute hearing and night vision to guide them. Fireflies drift above the grasses, their bioluminescent glow flickering like stars fallen to earth. For many of Nigeria's wild creatures, the night is a time of opportunity and peril. It is a world ruled by senses other than sight, where every sound, scent and shadow holds meaning. In these hours the wilderness reveals another side, mysterious, electric and alive, with stories that unfold beneath the watchful eyes of the moon. As dawn approaches and the first light touches the land, the nocturnal world slips quietly away, leaving only the faintest traces of its presence. But every night, as darkness falls again, Nigeria's wilderness comes alive once more, reminding us that its magic is not confined to the day, but thrives in the heart of the night. Towering above the grasses and forests, Nigeria's largest animals command both awe and respect. The African elephant, with its sweeping tusks and immense stature, shapes the landscape with every step. As these gentle giants roam the savanna and forest edges, they uproot trees, carve new paths and create waterholes, transforming the environment for countless other species. The buffalo, powerful and steadfast, moves in formidable herds across open plains. Their presence deters predators, and their grazing maintains the delicate balance between grassland and woodland. Hippos, rulers of the waterways, spend their days submerged in rivers and wetlands, emerging at dusk to graze on land. Their massive bodies churn the riverbeds, stirring up nutrients vital for aquatic life. But life for these giants is a daily struggle. Elephants must travel vast distances in search of water, facing threats from drought and shrinking habitats. Buffalo navigate the ever-present danger of predators, relying on strength in numbers and unwavering vigilance. Hippos, despite their size, are vulnerable to territorial battles and the encroachment of human activity. Each day is a test of endurance, resilience, and instinct. These giants are more than just inhabitants. They are keystone species, shaping the land and supporting entire ecosystems with their presence. Their survival is intertwined with the health of Nigeria's wilderness, a powerful reminder of the profound connections that bind all life together. In the dense jungles and open plains of Nigeria, survival often depends on the art of becoming invisible. Across these wild landscapes, countless species have mastered the ancient craft of camouflage, adapting their colours, patterns and behaviours to blend seamlessly with their surroundings. The chameleon, with its remarkable ability to change skin colour, vanishes among leaves and branches, evading both predators and prey. On the forest floor, leaf-tailed geckos and stick insects mimic twigs and foliage, remaining motionless to avoid detection. In the savannah, the tawny coats of antelope and lions mirror the dry grasses, making them nearly indistinguishable from the land itself until the moment action erupts. Even beneath the water's surface, camouflage reigns. Catfish and aquatic insects take on the mottled hues of riverbeds and submerged plants, hiding in plain sight from both hunters and the hunted. Birds, too, employ this silent strategy, nesting among rocks or bark, their eggs and feathers perfectly matched to their environment. Each adaptation is a testament to the relentless arms race between predator and prey. In the wilds of Nigeria, the art of camouflage is not just a trick of the eye. It is a vital key to survival, honed by evolution and necessity over countless generations. Beneath the surface of Nigeria's wild landscapes lies a hidden network, an intricate web of life, binding every creature, plant and microbe in a delicate balance. From the tiniest ant scurrying across the forest floor to the mighty elephant carving pathways through the savannah, each being plays a vital role in the ecosystem. Termites break down fallen logs, enriching the soil for new growth. Baboons disperse seeds as they forage, ensuring the forest's renewal. Raptors patrol the skies, keeping populations of rodents in check, while crocodiles regulate fish numbers in the rivers below. Even the smallest beetle, or the elusive pangolin, contributes to this living tapestry, their actions rippling outward in ways unseen. Predators and prey, scavengers and grazers, pollinators and decomposers, all are connected by invisible threads. When one species thrives or falters, the balance shifts, sending echoes through the entire wilderness. The web of life in Nigeria's wild places is a story of interdependence, cooperation and competition, a testament to the resilience and unity of nature.